What are some of the matchups you think that will decide this Browns-Ravens matchup in Baltimore?
Yeah, no, I mean one of them is kind of what I just said. It's going to be the Browns run defense unit against the Ravens offensive line. It's going to be huge. I think it's going to be the matchup that absolutely determines this game because if you can stifle the Ravens rushing attack, yes, Lamar has been fantastic as a passer, but like I said, the receivers aren't world beaters here. So again, that gives you a recipe to where, okay, maybe they score 20, 21 points, but you can outscore 21, 20 points. So winning up front, mitigating how successful they are in the run game, that's going to be huge. And then the other one I mentioned earlier in the show, Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah versus Lamar Jackson. How well can he spy him? How well can he get him on the ground once he starts to scramble? Can he even get him into the backfield? Can you not have those missed tackles? To me, that is absolutely paramount to their success. And I think it's going to be a great matchup. I really do.
When you look at this formula for a win for the Browns, how do they I don't think they're going to be able to put up 28, 31 points with what they're going to have offensively. I could be wrong, but how do you draw up a win if you're looking at it for the Browns?
It's got to be Deshaun Watson's best game. I know that it's kind of a cliche, but somebody's got to step up at wide receiver, and it's got to be his best game yet. He's got to come up big in the big moments. Last week, I thought the velocity and the distance on how he was able to throw the ball was good, but you could tell the throwing motion wasn't exactly what it had been in the past. You could tell that he is still coming off of an injury. Getting more healthy, getting that more on schedule to what we're used to seeing will allow him to have those big plays. And you mentioned it's going to be how they mitigate those offensive line injuries, and those playmakers are going to have to be the players who show up. So Deshaun's got to have his best game, but those receivers, they kind of have to have their best game too if they're going to outscore this Ravens team.
The other thing is, last week was the first game, and it was game 8. First game where they didn't turn the ball over. This is definitely an offense you do not give short fields to with Lamar Jackson.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. Turnovers, as every coach will tell you, are where the coaching points start. How do we get a victory? It's winning the turnover battle first and foremost.
Yeah, and really the Browns weren't able to do that. They've won 2 of them, and somehow they're 5-3, which that goes to show you just how good that defense has been.
Yeah, no, that's true. They have been holding teams to very low numbers, and one of the only teams who has been holding teams to lower is the Ravens. So, man, this is 2 teams who they're scoring a lot of points when things are on script, and they're holding teams to very little. And so these are 2 of the best teams in the NFL. There's no doubt about it. It's what's going to make it a must-watch matchup this weekend.